The eyes of the world are on the country of Australia. Millions of acres have been torched by an out-of-control fire. Entire homes have been swallowed by the flames. More than 20 people have lost their lives. The heroes of this story are the firefighters. More than 2,700 of them are battling blazes as of Sunday. More on the way. About 500 million animals as well have been killed in New South Wales by one estimate. It is a heartbreaking situation. To help us unpack what it means and what we can do about it, Anthony Hoffman, a firefighter from Fort McMurray, well known to us here at 100 Huntley Street, joins us. Anthony, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl. It's good to see you again.
You know, we connected, of course, during the Fort McMurray wildfires. You were fighting them. You know how scary it is to be in that position of fighting an out-of-control wildfire. Is this bringing all of that back to your mind?
Yeah, it's hard not to watch the images and not go back to 2016. You know, my heart is in Australia right now. You know, and I just look and it's got to be intimidating. You know, the largest Alberta wildfire wasn't even our Fort McMurray fire. It was one called the Richardson Fire in 2011, and that consumed about 1.7 million acres. And the Australia one has consumed 12 million. So we're almost 5 to 6 times the size of the largest one in Alberta. And so I was thinking of the size of what we fought in 2016, and then to go 5 times that in Australia, I just, like I said, I can't imagine what some of those firefighters are thinking and feeling, and yeah, my heart's with them.
One of the things that was so unique to your story is while you were fighting the wildfires, your home was being lost to the fire. I'm sure that's the case for many of these firefighters right now as they're fighting, could be losing their home. Tell me about your perspective now that you've kind of been through that on both sides and what they could be facing.
Yeah, that's a humbling thing, you know, to dedicate your career to saving property and to lose yours to the very thing that you're paid to, and you spend your life fighting. Yeah, it's a dose of humility. But you know, for me, there was a lot of lessons spiritually and emotionally and intellectually and as a community to learn through that process. And I think one of the biggest ones, and I'm praying for the graces that those who are about to experience this are able to have this kind of perspective, is that it's necessary sometimes for us to be on the receiving end of charity. You know, a lot of us like to be in the position to provide. You know, we give from our abundance, but to have the rug taken out from under you and to be the one who needs is incredibly humbling. But it's also incredibly beautiful to let God say, I've got you. You know, all things work out for good for those who love him. And he has a lot to teach us through incredible heartache like this.
Yeah, we see that all the time on this program. So true, Anthony. Just a few minutes, just a few seconds left, actually. We feel helpless when we see something like this. Like, you want to go there, I know. We want to encourage people to pray for those who are battling this wildfire. What are some specific things that we can pray to help the firefighters in this whole situation right now as people are losing property and loved ones?
Yeah, praying for courage for the firefighters and for hope. A lot of times it feels like a losing battle, seeing the size of it and how quickly it grows. So hope for the firefighters, also, you know, for the rest of us just to be moved to give, to provide for those who are now without, to clothe the naked and to feed the hungry and to shelter the homeless, because this is a very real situations that people are automatically found themselves in, and this is a chance for us to put those works of mercy into action.
Such good words. Thank you so much, Anthony, for your time. We so appreciate your perspective and all you did and continue to do in Fort McMurray.
Thanks, Cheryl.